What I meant to do is clamp this in 2 sections. I did scuff the side of this a little bit with my sander. And what I might do is put the back section in place. This front kind of sticks out a little, but I think if I get this back glued into place and pinned, I can pull this in and glue it and then pin it. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do, is get some glue in here. Somebody was talking to me the other day about using Gorilla Glue. Every time I get a can of Gorilla Glue, after the first time I open it, it ain't no good because it all hardens up. I had a bottle out there and I opened it up, and like a big chunk of frozen something. It ain't no good for me if it don't stay pliable, though. I'm just saying. There's probably a reason it does that and a way to fix it, but danged if I know. I might be able to glue that whole thing and then drill it. That'd be kind of okay too, if I could. Well, it actually looks very good, that. Sure does. Got that glued, and I've hung it up to dry. What I'll do after it dries is I'll come back and I'll drill a hole here and I'll put a pin in. I'll do the same thing up here, and then I'll have to drill a hole to put my fifth string peg right up here. Sometimes that's a little tricky because those fifth string pegs, I don't have a lot of wood left after I get one of those in there, especially some of these geared pegs. These small pegs like this, now that's a geared peg, but that's kind of a good example of what I'm talking about. Not a lot of wood there, but sometimes you got enough to put it in there and make it work. This one I did a really ugly job on, and I stuck a bunch of epoxy in the back of it, and you know what? Works fine. Ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but it works fine. I wanted this one to be a little prettier though. I had one of these I did years ago, and I did a really good job of getting that fifth string peg made, and I sanded it all down and revarnished it, and I used to hang it in the kitchen. I used to call it my kitchen banjo. I used to say that it doesn't take long for something to boil on the kitchen if you sit down and play the banjo. Put a pot on the stove and then have a seat next to the stove and play your banjo till the water boils and be ready in no time. I swapped that banjo off to the guy that swapped me that Dobson there, but it was a good little banjo, and I have often thought I'd like to have another one. This one has an unusual head size. I measured it this morning, and I think it was 10 3/4, which is a little smaller. Most of them are going to be at 11. So I might need to order me, I don't think I want to use that skin, so I might need to order me another a little plastic head for that. So there's that.